Welcome to the Beyond Cinema and Bio.com studio here at TIFF, Mr. Noah Lomax.
Hi.
Hi, congratulations on being in Ramin Varani's film up here. 99 Homes, how did you, what was the first step for you getting involved on that? Did you have to kind of sell yourself an audition and all that sort of stuff, or did you just meet?
Well, what happened was I got the audition and we did it at home, and because we live in Georgia, and so usually we get auditions and you have to go in for them in LA and stuff, but we filmed at home, and so they asked for us to come down to New Orleans because that's where they shot the movie, for us to just do like a callback. And so I did it with Ramin, and we did a lot of improv, and it took about an hour, the audition, but me and Ramin had a lot of chemistry, and we had a lot of fun just going over the script. And so after I got the part, he sent me lots of videos of motel kids, and I learned a lot about the evictions and kids living in motels. And so after that, I learned more about it so I can get to know more about my character.
That's cool. And kind of New Orleans is where you were from originally, right?
Yes, that actually is where I'm from. I was born there, and then we moved because we had to get evacuated from Katrina in 2005, and we moved around to different apartments, and then we just moved to Georgia. And so I never actually went back to New Orleans, but my grandparents live there, so we get to go back there a few times a year. So that's pretty cool. And
it's pretty cool that you got to go back there with a project as well. It's kind of,
yeah.
And then also the fact that the story is about someone, a family that's been evicted, and yet your family kind of a very similar word in terms of evacuated.
Yeah.
So you had to kind of be on the move as well for a little bit. Do you think that? Did you remember any of that stuff, or were you too young?
I remember the U-Haul truck and getting all our stuff, and us getting our stuff out of the house. But we moved before the hurricane actually came, and our old house is still there. It's not destroyed or anything, but it's still there. So each time we go back, we go and visit our old house, and the house that we lived in, my dad planted a tree. And so that tree's still there, so that's pretty cool to see.
Is there another family living there now?
Yeah, there is.
So do you knock on the door and ask if you can see their own bedroom?
I wish. That would be awesome.
So talk to me a little bit about, Andrew Garfield plays your dad in this, compared, Jared Butler played your dad in another movie, right?
Yeah, he played my dad in another movie. They're both great guys, and Andrew, we just hung out a lot, and we really felt like family. He felt like a real father figure to me, and I had so much fun working with him, and it was pretty cool to work with Spider-Man also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get some props. Do you go to school still?
I'm homeschooled.
So you can't, your family already knew that, that you were working with Spider-Man, so there was no one over there to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for you, what does that feel like? If you say, kind of Andrew felt like a father figure, what did he do to...
He was just really nice to me and always joking with me. Offset, we would throw the football, or even we would talk. He was just really nice, and I really enjoyed working with him, and I learned a lot from him while watching him, and it was just really fun working with him.
He didn't make you do chores?
No, he didn't.
So he's not like a real dad, he's more like a fun uncle?
No.
So this film obviously has been kind of doing the circuit, Venice Film Festival, Telluride. Did you go to those places as well? Or?
No, this is the only one I went to, so yeah.
So you talk about traveling and kind of coming out of the country to kind of come to this premiere here. When you get to come to things like this, or go to junkets and do press for Playing for Keeps and other things, do you take time out and get to see the cities that you're going to and get to experience different things?
Well, we got here on Saturday late, but on Sunday we had, it was basically our day off, so we just went around and we walked around the city, saw what the city was like, and I really like the city because it's nice weather, and I love winter and fall because I have bad allergies, so I'm always all stuffed up during the spring and summer. But I also like the snow, and I have a bunch of fun doing that. And also, during Sunday, since I was born in New Orleans, I like the Saints, and they're playing the Falcons, Atlanta Falcons, where I live.
Yeah.
And that's their rival. So I was watching the score on my phone all day, and I wasn't able to watch it, but they lost. But
Who lost?
the Saints.
So you're still a Saints supporter even though you live in Atlanta now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my mom is a big Saints fan, my family is, so.
How do you keep the momentum going between school and all this work that's coming your way?
Well, I just do homeschooling, and I when I'm not filming a scene, I go to my trailer or wherever we are taking a break, and we have it's like an online school, so they show us what we're supposed to do, and we have like textbooks, and we read, we write down stuff, like we do math, stuff like that, like usual school, but
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah. Is that something you think about, like whether you would prefer to go to a real school or you kind
The
of...
only reason I would want to go back to school is to see all my friends, but that's like the only reason, because homeschooling I think is a lot better than regular school because I get to watch TV while I eat my lunch, and so that's really fun.
So in terms of content that you consume, because 99 Homes is probably not a film necessarily that you would kind of go and watch with your friends on the weekend, what kind of content do you consume? Like what kind of films have you seen lately?
Well, actually, my favorite movie that I want to go see again is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I just been really obsessed with that, and so I really like that movie. I like Batman. I like all the action films. Really, those are my favorite types of movies.
Very cool. And in terms of the seriousness of this film, like you talked about talking to Ramin about kind of kids who live a motel life and stuff like that, and over the last couple of years, this concept that the wealth is held by 1% of the people and that 99% of the people have to kind of struggle for it has been kind of a big issue. Do you talk about that sort of stuff with them? Is that something that you get involved in, or?
Yeah, we talk about it so we can know what our characters are actually going through, and so we watch lots of like 60 minutes videos so we know what's going on with this, because when I auditioned for it I didn't know much about it, and afterwards I learned a lot, and we would Andrew and I and Laura would talk about it, so that really helped us.
And Laura Dern is, of course, as well.
Yeah, she's really nice. I loved working with her.
And did you get to work with Michael Shannon at all, or did you see him
Just
much?
the only scene was the eviction scene.
Yeah.
That was the only scene I really worked with him, but before all the production, like at the production office, I saw him a couple times and met him.
Yeah.
But he was really nice.
Do you have a group of actors that you really kind of look up to and admire, or?
Well, I like Christian Bale because he's really good at acting, and he is Batman. And Andrew is just, he's a great actor, and I really enjoy watching him as Spider-Man, what he did in 99 Homes.
Did you take a souvenir from the set with you at all?
I took a couple of the clothes that I wore in the movie, but that's about it.
Very cool. Well, congratulations on all the success you're having, and keep working hard, and we hope to see you again in next year's festival.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, Noah.